Hey, what's going on, guys? So I wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm going to be doing in this next year of my gap year. So if you guys watched my why I'm dropping out of pharmacy video, then you guys know exactly how I was in the conditional admission to pharmacy program in the University of Waterloo, but I ended up actually dropping it after 2 years because I didn't want pharmacy anymore and I wanted to pursue a career in medicine. Now that I have a bachelor's of science, what am I going to be doing with the next year in my year off, basically? Now, I also talked in that video how I might be pursuing a private piloting license and how I might actually be getting my skydiving license. Now, based on the title, you're probably questioning yourself and you're saying, why is Michael switching careers? Did he not just say he's dropping out of pharmacy and pursuing medicine? What is he doing now? So that's what I'm going to be explaining in this video. So there's actually a couple things that I'm going to be doing in my year off. First things first, I'm going to be pursuing my private piloting license. So I actually did my discovery flight about 2 weeks ago where I went up in the plane with the actual pilot and I got to drive the plane. I got to fly the plane. Basically what he did is he took off and landed, but while we were actually up in the air, I got to fly it. I got to turn left, I got to turn right, I got to go straight. And that was kind of a discovery flight that shows you exactly what you're going to be doing as you practice to become a private pilot. Now, once you become a private pilot, which takes about, it depends how long it takes you, but it's around 40 hours of ground training with school. So it's around 20 classes, 2 hours each with a test for each of them. Then there's also around 50 to 70 hours of flight training, which actually does take a while. I think it'll take me around 1 year to get it because I'm not only going to be working towards my private piloting license. Now, just so you guys know, a private pilot can fly up to 3 people with him or her, so 4 people in total, in any one engine aircraft. And you could basically take the aircraft to wherever you want to go as long as you have enough fuel for it. Like, I asked the guys at the center, I was like, yo, what's the furthest someone has ever went? And they said some guy rented a plane for a full week and he went to Florida with his wife and then he came back. So once you are a private pilot, you could do all that as long as you have your certification, as long as you have enough gas. Now, I'm also going to be doing something else alongside my private piloting license, and that's actually, I'm going to be starting school in the University of Toronto. Now, you might be asking yourself, yo, didn't you just finish school in the University of Waterloo and didn't you just get your Bachelor of Science? Why the heck are you starting school again? I thought you were taking this year off. And that's true, I am taking this year off from regular school. However, what I'm going to be doing in the University of Toronto is learning to become a programmer. So when I was deciding whether I should go in science or computer science after high school, I ended up going with sciences just because I knew I had a bigger passion for pharmacy and for healthcare in general. But that doesn't mean I don't have a passion for computer science anymore, and that's actually what I'm going to be pursuing this year. I thought to myself, it's better to be a doctor that knows how to code than to be just a regular computer science engineer or a software engineer. Correct? I mean, think of it. Would you rather be a doctor that knows how to code or just be a regular software engineer or computer scientist like anybody else that goes through the same program? So what I'm going to be doing in this year is I'm going to be going through a 24-week course thing where it's 2 lectures a week, 3-hour lectures, and I'm going to be learning how to program properly. I'm going to learn HTML, JavaScript, a bunch of other things that you need for web development. So why would I do this? Isn't this just a waste of time? Well, no, actually. In research and medicine, a lot of times you need people that know how to code because, when you're doing specific data analysis or you're doing a meta-analysis, systematic review, anything like that, if you have a coder, you can automate a lot of things to make it much quicker. Now, not to mention that if you ever want to venture into entrepreneurship and open up your own business or do anything like that, or even an online business, knowing how to code is a big asset. Now, I don't think I'll be in medicine my whole life. I think I will definitely venture off, but I will always be a doctor and I will always work as a doctor. So in the future, if I ever do want to, work with other people that will help out with my online business or whatever the case may be, I want to be able to understand exactly what they're talking about when they talk about coding. And I feel like taking this 24-week course with the University of Toronto would benefit me. Now, I actually did do the interview last week and everything checked out. You have to do a test in order to start this program. They call it like a skills assessment test. I did the test, I passed, so everything checked out, and I'm actually going to be starting programming. By the time you actually watch this video, I'll have actually already started the program in the University of Toronto. So it starts on October 3rd and it works and it goes all the way until March 30th. Like I told you, it's 2 lectures a week, Monday and Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And you also have around 20 hours of work that you do outside of the class. Now, a lot of people actually take this program because they don't like the current job that they're in. I don't know, let's say they're an accountant, finance, law, medicine, pharmacy, engineering, whatever. Let's say they're in any career and they want to switch careers, but they don't want to go through a full degree. You could actually take this program with the University of Toronto, and this is all the qualifications you need to apply for a specific amount of jobs in big companies. Like, some of the jobs are full stack developer, front end web developer, back end web developer, web producer, and a bunch of other ones. Now, front end web developer is essentially what you see when you open a website. You know, when you open a website and you have this whole menu of things that you can click on, that's the front end. The back end is what exactly happens when you click on a menu item. Where does it take you? How does the computer know exactly where to take you? That's what you're going to be doing as a back end developer. So you do have the opportunity to apply for any of these jobs if you end up taking this program, and I think this is such a great option for people that want to switch careers. But don't worry, I'm still going to be applying to medicine. The applications for medicine are due on October 1st, and I actually basically finished them by now. I'm applying, and I really hope that everything works out and that I can get into medical school this year, because that would be such a great thing for you guys, you know, content for the channel. It'd be great for me as well, because I love medicine and I really hope that I could study medicine here in Canada. I applied to the University of Toronto, McMaster University, Queen's, Ottawa, and Western University, and then you start to hear back from them in January and February for interviews, and you hear your full response on whether you got into medicine in May. Now the date in May, I think it's like May 7, 8, 9, or 10, something like that. It's usually around the same date every year. So I really hope everything works out this year. Now I still want to get my skydiving license. I don't know how that's going to work, to be honest. I haven't really looked into it yet, but that is a later issue, definitely. So essentially, just to sum up everything, what I'm going to be doing in my gap year is, of course, uploading weekly YouTube videos, while also starting school in the University of Toronto as a programmer. So they're going to teach me everything for programming, like I told you, in JavaScript, HTML, everything that I'll need for web development, while also trying to get my private piloting license on the side, and maybe throwing in a couple travel tips here and there. Now these videos I'm going to start to make more often. Like I'm thinking of making one a month, where I do like a story of basically what's going on in my life, or an update. I did it with the Y Pharmacy video, I did it with the traveling video, and now I'm doing it with the coding video, and basically what I'm going to be doing in my gap year. If you guys do enjoy these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really wish me good luck on this year. Hopefully everything works out. I hope you guys do well in school, and I hope everything works out for you guys as well. Take care and take it easy.